All right, thank you. Welcome you to another edition of Political Arena on Melkite TV. Like I said, we're continuing the previous interview with Senator Yakubu Oseni. Yes, we are clamoring for young people to participate in politics. What characteristics would you list that you think will make an individual qualify for, to contest, especially the presidency?
See, in presidency, let me tell you, we need a knowledgeable person. We need a person that is ready to make personal sacrifice, because that is what we need. And we need somebody that has knowledge of economics, because what you don't know, you don't know. You can only give what you have. You don't give what you don't have. So we need people who can work 24 hours for this, because the country is almost at the verge of collapse economically and even security-wise. So we need somebody that can work 24 hours. That is personal sacrifice that I'm talking about.
Okay, and that leads me to this, asking you that do you think the KOGI State Governor, Haji Bello, is fit and qualified to lead Nigeria as the president?
Yes.
And why do you think so?
I have worked with him before coming to Senate. I've worked with him in the state, and up to today, I still work closely with him. I still get advices from him for what I'm doing here. All these that you see that I've achieved so far that we're talking about are still from him, because he is my political mentor, and I have seen, I learned a lot from him. So I work with him, and I know he has all the qualities needed for this job of #1 citizen in this country. And I know it, and I know what I'm saying. I am not just saying it for the saying sake. I'm not just saying because he's my boss. No. I am a very straightforward person. I'm a very blunt person. If it is not like that, I'll tell you what I know. And I'm telling you what I know. He is very qualified for this job.
Okay. What is your plan for the next political dispensation?
Well, my plan is to wait for my constituents to talk.
Okay.
I don't move without getting signal. When I get signal, I move. If I don't have signal, I don't move. So I'm waiting for the signal. Whenever I get the signal, I move.
All right, thank you. We'll go on a very short break. We'll be right back. Don't forget to subscribe to Melkite TV.
They say is the bedrock of the society. It is everything. Everyone needs a house to live in, but a supportive family is what builds a happy and a successful home. It is Family Affairs on Malachi TV every Saturday by 7 p.m. Join Balagdugu Janet as she takes you on an exclusive interview with guests, marriage counselors, doctors, and many more, where they get to share their experiences, and together we build the society at large. To subscribe to our YouTube channel, log on to Malachi TV or like our Facebook page, MLC TV. You can also follow us on Instagram at MLC TV 2021. For advert and sponsorship, call the numbers displayed on your screen. It's Family Affairs, where we discuss family matters on MLC TV.
Welcome back. Finally, what aspects would you rather improve upon as you continue to provide dividends of democracy for your electorates?
Thank you very much. I think so far so good. What we've done, if we are to improve on any aspect, is to improve on empowerment of our youth. Because we have so many jobless youth. And I always say it, that what this country needs, let me say it in twofold. Let me say it what I can do as an individual, as a senator. What I can do as an individual, as a senator, is to improve on how to provide job for our teeming youths that have not job, particularly the graduates that are roaming the streets. We know that the government job cannot go around. But what can we do? How do we provide enabling environment for them to make sure that they can put food on the table for themselves? The second fold is for the government. I always say this and I'll continue to say it. They said, and I don't mind, it's a devil's work. And I always say this, that if the country we can budget all our, a whole year budget, we can put it in defense to make sure that we get security. You can never get it. I'm sorry to say. Because before somebody take to time, that is a last resort. He's ready to die. And he will walk around it to make sure that he will not die. It is you that is making sure that he dies that will do the wahala. He won't do much because you are pursuing him and he's hiding. So, what we need to do as a nation, and I will continue to say it, any opportunity that will be available for me, let's industrialize this nation. There is no nation of this magnitude. We are over 200 million as we speak today. That is a rough estimate, which is more than that. This country's population is growing geometrically. And the means, how are we prepared to support this population? My sister, I'm telling you, what I'm saying, I'm not a prophet of doom, but I'm telling you that what you see tomorrow in terms of insecurity is much more than what we're seeing today. I'm sorry to say. And I must say it. That is the truth. Because I'm not seeing how readily are we to curb this. Because if you are not supporting the ever-growing population, then what would you want them to do? They will take to crime, where you see one single soul having amassing wealth anyhow, and some people are there, so many are there, hungry. You are eating, and your neighbor is hungry, and you think he will just fold his arm and watching you. It won't work. So we need to industrialize. How that will take me to Ajakuta Steel Complex. What are we doing? Why are we playing politics on Ajakuta? Why are we playing politics with our life? Because that's our life, as far as I'm concerned. Because if you complete Ajakuta and it's up and running, you are on the road to industrialize this nation. We are constructing railway everywhere. We are importing everything from the people that we are borrowing the money from. It's automatically you are taking the money back to them. They borrow you with right hand and they are collecting it with left hand. What stops us not to be producing in Ajakuta and be using it to construct this way? Ajakuta is capable to produce everything that we need to construct all this railway that we are borrowing a whole lot of money, dollars to construct. So what are we doing? How are we prepared to sustain this ever-growing population? I have been saying it and I will continue to say it. And God knows that I don't have opportunity. If I have it, I will do the needful. So the government needs to industrialize and even revive all the moribund factories. Go to Kaduna today, go to Kano, you see moribund textile industries, sugar plant in Bashita, everywhere. Everything is grounded. Those are places that when people are working, if you go to work in the morning and you retire back home in the evening tired, will you think of crime?
No.
You can't think of crime. So those are the things we are talking about. All this money that we are borrowing left hand, right, why can't we earmark certain percentage to revive all these moribund companies? What are we doing? So, and there's nothing much we can do. We don't have budget to execute. They execute. But these are the realities on ground. If we really want better life for this nation, we have to go and industrialize. We have to revive Ajakuta. We have to revive all our moribund companies. I don't know how old you are. In those days, when you see companies in Kaduna, all those textiles, when people close from all these textile companies, They were running 3 shifts then. When they closed and you see people coming, you see mammoth crowd coming out of this country, out of this company, closed. And they are in 3 batches like that. So in Kano, so in Basik, everywhere. Then where are those people today? Some of them, they are not died. They are still alive. What are they doing? How do they put food on their table? They're not dead. That is the reality.
Okay, so finally, before we go, there are teeming youths out there who believes the only reason to go into politics is just to go and amass wealth. What is your general advice for such youth?
Yes. You see, that is the general belief. That is why some of us here, people are disturbing us day and night to bring money because they believe that we are here to make money. But personally, I am changing the narrative. Left for me alone. Politics should be a thing of it should be done in such a way that it won't be interesting to anybody at all. It should be non-attractive to anybody. Because that is not the way to move. If you really want to move in business. So personally, everybody knows all these things that I have done that we are talking about today. It's all my personal sacrifice. When I receive my allowance, I put everything to it because it belongs to them. It's not my own. I only eat my salary. I don't touch anything of my constituency. I don't touch it. I don't even want to know how it goes, but I want to make sure that it gets down to them. That is me. Because I don't believe in that. That is where I belong. I always say this. That is where I belong. And I always be here for them. So if I am opportune, I will make politics very, very unattractive. I will make it very, very unattractive. And it will come to that. Because we are talking of an anti-graft agency and all that. If it is now non-attractive, who are they going to pursue? The best thing to do is to make sure that you don't even create room for any fraud to take place. When you create room for fraud to take place, then you are now pursuing people up and down. How many can you pursue? So just make sure that there is no room for that. And make sure that there is welfare for everybody. Welfare. Take care of everybody. Okay, now as we speak now, there is no fuel, there is no light. Life is completely miserable for all Nigerians, even both the riches and the poor now. Because the so-called riches, the so-called the bourgeois, even the gem in your house is making noise. It's even some of them cannot even sleep, or if there is no absolute silence.
Of course.
It's not like me. I can sleep anywhere. I still sleep outside as you see me.
Thank you very much for staying with us. We've come to the end of this edition of Political Arena with Senator Yakubu Oseni, the senator representing KOGI Central. I remain Fatima YAQOOB, your host. See you some other time. Bye.